Hello and welcome, my name is Nilaus. This is episode 10 of our Railway Empire campaign through the Americas. We completed the first 3 chapters and this is where this game takes a twist. We're now heading to the Civil War and the difficulty is not just taking a step up, it's taking 2 steps up. As you can see, the other ones have a gold star, this one has a silver star. So I have not completed this yet, but I'm sure that if we play out this together, then it will be completed. Wow, so I have tried it and failed, so there are some key things that we need to keep in mind, and that's going to be a challenge. Enough of that, let's have a look at it. So, Chapter 4, Civil War. In 1862, during the Civil War, a decision was made to construct a transcontinental railway that would connect the westernmost state of California with the East Coast. However, the war put a stop to all of this. Instead, the railway became a decisive factor in the war for the first time. J. Cook, the first U.S. investment banker and advisor to the president, has orders for you that are intended to prevent the breakup of the United States. All right, let's dive in. There'll be a bit of a cutscene and chatter as well. We're starting with 5 million in Louisville, 1 competitor, and the 5 million means we have quite a lot of money. That means we should be having a bit more aggressive way of starting.
The rest are just gold diggers who don't have a clue about how this business works.
And this is the usual, so let's just go on. Louisville Railroad, yeah.
In recent years, the tensions between the northern and southern states have been steadily increasing. A deep rift ran along economical, political, and ideological divides, right through the still young nation. The tone in both camps became increasingly bitter and drew a gloomy picture in which a greedy, cold-hearted North opposed a lazy, vicious South. The Union was on the brink of civil war. All eyes were on the events of the coming months.
I like the intro. It's nice.
My
and
name
sets the
is J.
scene.
Cook. I'm delighted to finally meet you. Now, I'm afraid there's a war ahead, a dispute we cannot escape. I will help President Lincoln to save the Union, and I have a very important strategic role in mind for you. I am firmly convinced that Lincoln will put a quick end to the conflict between the northern and southern states. But we must be prepared for everything. So, you must take your tasks very seriously. First of all, the Southerners need to realize that it would be wrong to bring the Union into question. For this reason, you should tend to Louisville and construct a weapons factory there. In this way, we'll have a good support near the border if the worst comes to the worst.
All right, we got control. Let's look at the objectives. So we only have 2 years at the end of 61. So 2 years. Whoa, it's only 1 year. To reach a population of 60,000 in Louisville and produce 1 load of weapon. So this is our network. I'm going to start by just wrecking it. We don't have any trains in the line. So that's actually what they asked for immediately. But I will demolish the warehouse. And because I have a plan. The plan is this warehouse. Why the hell is the warehouse not positioned here so it actually benefit those? Instead, we have lazy, silly stations up there that make no sense. I'm also going to kill that one. All right, so that's pretty good. What do we have now? That is 1 line going out here, becoming 2 lines, and yeah. Okay, so let's build a big warehouse. Should be able to build it right there. Yes, please. And that will then be able to serve Toledo and Cleveland. But we're still in pause mode. That's excellent. I like being in pause mode. That's... And what are we going to do? We're going to get this one. And it might even... It's gonna go to that one, that one, yes. Okay, so just take it into here, I suppose. I don't like this. I don't like any of this, actually. I don't like any of this. There's just none of this that I like. Oops. There. That's fine. This one, I can't do that. Somehow I need to... Snap. We can always remove these afterwards. This is going to be a bit of an issue because I need a lot of time. See, that one goes up here. And once that's done, then this one will be extended. And then I can remove these. Great. So I'm going to have one line. The middle line here will go up to our newfound here. Yes. So how much does it cost? 143. Well, we are way above the usual. There's a bit of earthworks here. That's worth dealing with. Probably not. We'll take it. Then we're gonna get a parallel track. About here maybe. Do I really need that big of a parallel track for... Yes, I do. It's gonna be a big station, so... That's expensive. Let's get some signals on. We always have right-hand drive. And here, so we get more. Good, now we can actually get this. So, add all these tooltips are kind of annoying that they're there. Get out of that one so we can rotate the camera. This one will now be storing. And sugar. And you know, I always want these two because you never know. And let's also build a construction shed because reasons. Do I really need this now? No, I don't. I can take this out when I need it. Okay, so that is actually pretty good. Then I will take... No. Buy it. And supply tower here. The Mason Estate. That seems good. This one has 14,000 in... That seems like a lot. Didn't really change much. Okay, so now we can start setting up our first rail line from here. I'm gonna do this the usual way. And to the warehouse. And go. The Philly. Got it. Interesting thing is that it's not working because it's not even demanding vegetables yet. There. Max it out. Nothing is unloaded. Yep, that's fine. Okay, that's our first train. Then we are gonna get a train. Set up a locomotive from here. Big warehouse to Louisville. Automatic and locomotive. Oh, now I'm making mistakes because I need to go to research. And I'm gonna get the Philadelphia I have, but I'm gonna get this one standardized components. This one, because it costs 30% less for new trains. That is absolutely amazing. And the Rensselaer, I like that. Increases power, increases the number of passengers. Yes, please. We're gonna start to make money from the passengers. We got the Rensselaer, and then it's time to get over here and look back in time. Look at this one. Reduce the construction of train tracks by 20%. We're gonna spend so much on this. I think that's the best one to take first. 20% except bridges, and we still have a billion of these. Yes. So what we have is a train. I'm going to copy that train. Good. And they are now getting inbound here. This one is Louisville is having it. Oh, we're going to build a weapons factory. So I have a chemical factory and now we do build a weapons factory. Let's build that here. Seems like a good location. Now, let's use some of our money to buy up the chemical plant as soon as possible. That's actually not that expensive. So now I own both of these, and then if I wanted to upgrade, still a bit expensive. I don't need to do that right now, but I probably gonna need it a bit later on. So that means this station, Louisville, is only producing chemicals and weapons. Oh, let's have a look. Chemicals require coal. I was thinking Colombia. Nope, I'm not going to buy that. It's way too far away. Let's go back. So the weapons require lumber, iron, and chemicals, which require coal. So I need lumber, iron, and coal. The interesting thing is, I can get my lumber up here, but the irony is that the wood comes here. That one could get up there, or the other one, where is it? There's nothing nearby. That one as well. So that's a bit of a tricky situation. The first thing we need to do is make sure that Louisville is growing. It is not, and that's why it's because it has so many things it needs. And let's see, what is it getting from up here? It's getting grain, sugar, and vegetables, which is all nice and good. But we need to get these 2 trains to work. Cleveland is kind of a dead end, so that's going to be a train station. It's going to just have 2 lanes out. Yeah, you can go from Cleveland to Toledo, that one. Now, I think if I... See, I'm going to get 2 lanes. No. These will have a lane between them. Yeah, let's just... Think, damn you, think. There's also something out there that we need to take. So let's start with this one. That's cheap. And this one has a repair shack. Yes. Ooh, an auctioneer is not very, very good. Alright, so we don't have the watershed here. Let's actually... Let's get that. Here. Here. Supply tower, somewhere like this. Got it. Let's get a line. This one goes from here to here. Yes. So, oh my god, these notifications. So this one will require a lot of grain. And, oh, I didn't choose it. I'll take the Philadelphia. I'll save the Rensselaer for express. The Dragon is good for freight, but I'll take the Philadelphia because it's so cheap. And it's just going back and forth. Now at this point, I will also hook up Toledo. I can't rotate when I'm in this. I think I'll do a train station, not a big train station, because we'll get to that later on. Get out so we can rotate. And this will be hooked up to here. I think we want to make it a bit sharper corner, like this. And again, set rail line from here to here. Philadelphia, that's good. So that'll run back and forth. It does still does not have any meat coming in. I can get that from up here. Since this is the only being used, then I think I'll bring it into Toledo to that end. Let's do that immediately. There's just so much to do. Like this. Go around this location. Doesn't cost much. A bit of earthworks, no problem. We are going to have a supply tower somewhere in the middle, unfortunately. That means Toledo also needs a upgrade. I'm just spending so much cash. Set up a line from Adam's fattening. Poor fat Adam. There. That's also just going to be a cheap Philadelphia, like the Philadelphia. So that goes in here. That's going to be converted into meat. Yeah, see, it's already being filled. The meat will go on this line. And now we built the passenger line between these 2 cities that will make them happy. Yes. And that is obviously going to be a double line because they will have a lot of action. And I already made the mistake, but okay. And that one. Start the supply tower in the middle. Yes. And then signals. Oops. Signals go here. away. Yes, and that one, that one. Alright, so the point of this is by feeding these, I will... Oh, let's get out of this one. That means they will make meat and they'll make beer, which will go into the warehouse eventually. And once that's in the warehouse, it will be going to Louisville, which is an essential part of growing. That's why I'm focusing on something that's so far away at this early moment. Let's make some trains. Choo-choo from here. Only mails and passengers. Yes, please. And we'll now use the Rensselaer because that is an express line, so it's really fast. That should give me the fastest... What? Why? What track are you on? There's nothing on this one. Oh my god, what? What's going on? Is it... I have to make sure we have that. Yep. It should be one that says Toledo, Cleveland. That one is waiting. Get that out of there. Okay, now you're going back and Louisville Railroad back speed. And that's as soon as this one got in. Wow, that's not a lot of goods. I'm still gonna copy it. So that's a good rail line, good line between these two locations. What is this for? I don't know. Okay, but it also flips it around. So eventually that should bring some good stuff into Louisville. Louisville is in need of a lot of things. Oh, but it's growing. That's excellent. How the hell can you be growing? I have no idea. Bandit? Auctioneer, what do you do? Will enable you to start an auction for a rural business or factory that might belong to one of your competitors. It's probably a bad investment. How much are you? Oh, hold on. 55? I'll steal the mail in Atlanta. Why not? Before I even have a competitor here. That's interesting. Alright, so now we need to focus on Louisville. So getting Louisville to grow is important. I will also build a little train that I probably won't have for long. Because why not? Oh, new speed record. And that's going to be a Philadelphia train. So I'll just go in here. This line, it's a single line. So why don't we build this as a... We'll double it up. Because why not? Might be a bit excessive to do that. How much? 100,000? Yeah, we got plenty of cash. Let's burn it. Yeah, and then signals in. That works. And that means we can now get some trains from Louisville. Only passengers mail to here. And that'll be the Rensselaer. That one. And we'll copy. Choo choo. Excellent. And I'll just make a signal coming in here and on the other side as well. Why is that one? Oh, that was crazy. Yeah. So you're waiting for what? Oh, okay, you're not waiting for anything. That one? Yeah, of course it's not going to get as much. Now, we got to keep Louisville growing. It's going to stop growing soon. So let's have a look what it needs. It needs... That one's fine. This one's not fine, but it's getting there. I don't have anywhere to get my wood. I don't have these two yet, but they will get there.
You sent a bandit my way?
Yes, I did.
I'm sending back 10 of them.
Great. I'd like 10 bandits. That would be nice. Now, over here we actually have something interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interesting items. I think that begs us to build a big warehouse right there. Hitting these two. And then going out to, I want to make sure that there's green lines in both. To exchange commodities. I know what warehouses do. That's kind of why I built one. And so this warehouse will probably also service some other lines once the war starts and we can start expanding south. And demolish. And let's also do it on the other side. I wish there was an option for building these automatically. No, that's not what I wanted. Supply tower. And this supply tower will be doing a lot of stuff, so let's figure out. It will zoom that one because it's up here. Milk, that's what that one. Might as well take it in. Store goods and store goods. Anything else? That should also be 5 items, and that's what we said. We did set 5 items. So now we need to make sure this one gets into our location. Yeah. It's a lot of roadworks. That's better. Great. So here, I'll set up a train, automatic, from what? Set a rail line from big warehouse to here. Go. And I'm just gonna have a little filly. Conductor is not where we need it. We need the conductor on this line here. This is the one that makes money. So let's add a conductor. 10% more money. Yes, please. We like that. And back to Louisville. The inbounds on Louisville. So you have one train here, but I want to double this line. Going here. That's one hell of an intersection for... But I do feel that... Why not? That one. I do feel this is needed. And control click, and then I get the rest. Good. This one, I will clone the train because I want 2 of those. Look at that, all that good stuff. And now I can easily wire up. Let's see if a train station can hit both. Nope. A large train station. That'll save us on a single train. I like that. It just seems a bit wasteful, doesn't it? We'll do it. And let's see, make sure it's not on the same line. So it goes on lane number 3. There. It doesn't need it. Oh, it does need one thing. It needs a supply tower. There. No. Oh, no, it doesn't. I had actually had enough foresight. So set up a rail line from here. No. No. First aisle to big warehouse, yes please. Taking whatever you want. And that's gonna be that little filly. There. And that's gonna be full of wood. Getting to this location will fill up all of it, and then it'll start getting back. I think this is good. So let's have a look at our situation. We're at 57. Louisville is probably... Oh, it's still growing. That's very nice. Okay, so that means I can now start working on some of the next thing. Maybe, just maybe Toledo. How's Toledo doing? Not growing, but close. Why are you not growing? What are you missing? I guess maybe it's simply just a matter of waiting a bit. Now it's war. Dark times ahead. Unless you're a venture capitalist.
War. Now we can only hope that the flames of war do not blaze up into the north, and we will do something about it.
Yep, that will do something. We are in April 61. And I think we'll just keep feeding. Yeah.
Do you really think you can deal with this station?
Oh yes, I think I can actually deal with it. That's quite a silly proposition not being able to deal with it, but okay. Here. They don't have parallel tracks because of this thing. And set up a rail line. Oh, I have a saboteur. Saboteur. Also, time to look at our research again.
Jonathan Johnson's the name, and I have my eye on you. Don't ever dare set foot or tracks in the South.
All right.
This is my territory,
Fine.
and I'll deal with the network myself.
Good for you. That one got it. And that can then go over to the fruities. Does any location need fruit unless they are... I don't know. Is fruit... Yeah, they do need fruit. Okay. So that could actually be the last item. Will be the last item.
Battles are raging south of Louisville. We have to push back the Confederate troops. Until that happens, you won't be able to expand the rail network in that direction.
Okay. Cleveland seems a bit... King's Preserve. Seems a bit of a dead end here. No offense to anyone living in Cleveland. Probably not a dead end, but in this context it pretty much is because it's at the edge of the map. So from King's Preserve, it's a bit repetitive, but it's also quite rewarding to... Oh, creative accounting, absolutely bid on it. I always bid for all of these because this is a way to convert money that I can always get more of into innovation, which
Don't
I
you
cannot.
find it surprising that nobody else has placed a bid?
No, I don't. Thank you.
Thanks to the expansion, Louisville has
Louisville
reached
grows.
a considerable size.
Yes, that's
This
one
has
more.
made the city a strategically important point in the war, as goods can be delivered efficiently to the front line from here.
Let's get a conductor. Buy a new conductor to get 10% more. Can you also get a security guard? Yes, please. They work together, that's fine. And the other train? Ooh, that got the express tag. Let's get an engineer to
You
get...
now own a weapons factory.
You
You will
more.
now be able to intervene in the battles, indirectly at least. Remember to expand the factory, if necessary, to increase its production.
What? Do I
The
know?
president is satisfied.
Ooh.
We've driven back the Confederate troops. Now we need to advance, and for that, we need to be able to deliver supplies. Your task now is to expand the rail network into the south as quickly as possible. Incorporate the existing lines into it.
Okay, well...
Tennessee is
Oh, shut up.
strategically crucial for the further course of the war. We've established military camps in Nashville and Memphis. Deliver weapons to them, and do so as quickly as you can.
Alright, let's have a look.
What weighs 50 tons and has no wheels?
Your mama? I don't know. Isn't that how you're supposed to reply? Alright, so we completed the first objective, and now the next one is transport. 12 loads of weapons, and they are being demanded by the two weapons factories that is in Memphis and Jackson. Weapons are needed here, weapons are needed in the city. Great. So we're gonna get that, but you know what? This is also a... Oh, let's have... How long time do we have? We only have 1 year to do it. Wow. So this is a great place to end this episode because we completed the first objective, and then in the next episode we'll be completing the next objective, maybe the next 2 objectives, but this is where the difficulty also starts scaling up. You can see how feverishly I've been working. We hit the target with some months left, yes, absolutely, but on the other hand, I really need to figure out some of these cities. Like St. Louis is completely not developed. I did get Toledo and Cleveland somewhat okay. I don't know how I got this one working to get 1 load, but I need to definitely work on Indianapolis. Needs to get some of this lumber, which I have an idea that I'll build some kind of warehouse here that can service Rock Island, St. Louis, Chicago, and Indianapolis. That would be awesome, but not simple. But that's going to be next episode, so I will be wrapping up here. If you like it, you know what to do. Like and share and subscribe and all that good stuff that we have to say as YouTubers. And then I hope you will be checking back next episode, because this is quite tough. You can see how fast I'm working, and it's still not barely keeping up. So, thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.